Hey guys, so here's another model of mine. This one is from back in 2014. I also have another Brookside to show you guys that is based on a 2011 Ford truck. This is based off of I believe it's a Coachman that I had seen for sale in town when I was living back in Cedar City, and I decided to make a model based off of that design. So this is a 1995 Brookside. Sue is one of my multiple companies in my head. So this is my coach company. They build semi-trucks, RVs, etc. So this is a 1995 Ford. It's got the IDI diesel engine in there. Truck's not my mod, engine's not my mod, but the rest of this is. So the most of the rest of it is. It's got parts and pieces from other people, but hey. So it does only have one powered axle. This is the powered axle with the dually tires. This is just a tag axle to help support weight. This is not it's one of my first RVs when I first started doing it. So there's going to be a few interesting things on it, but it's not terrible. I would actually say this is one of my nicer RVs. This is a trailer I custom modded to put my car and truck on. The truck I had at the time, in case I decided to buy this unit and see how long it would be, and it was terribly long. Anyway, we'll get into the unit because that's what we're here for. So it has quite a bit of outdoor space on it, actually. It's got this compartment here. You got a spare tire, window washer fluid, and oil for the diesel engine. You got, I believe this is, okay, I thought it was it's pass-through storage right here. That's where the door steps are, but it is pass-through. You do have this big lump in the middle for the transmission, drive shaft, and exhaust, but it does kind of have a pass-through quality to it. This is a cool feature that I had seen on some images online of I believe it was the Coachman that had this. So I made a outdoor jukebox. Yes, it has cassette. It's a cassette jukebox radio. It's got a little bit of storage space here for all your lovely cassettes, 2 speakers. Put headphones in. This is your controls for the radio station. This is your controls for your tape deck and volume control there. You can also put up to 5 presets with your radio, your FM radio, AM FM on there. So this is just kind of a cool little feature these things had. It's an outdoor radio. Back in the day, nowadays coaches have waterproof speakers on the outside of them. This was just kind of a cool feature from back in the day that they had on a couple of coaches. Does have some more storage back here. This is pass-through as well, and it's a pretty decent sized space there. They're pretty skinny or low, but they do kind of have a little bit of space. This one does have the rock guards back here. So for your trailer or whatever, you're not going to kick up a ton of rocks and stuff on it. And it does have a fiberglass back wall. This is a fiberglass piece that's put onto the coach to act as a rear wall. And then this is all just part of the sides, which would be a gel coat finish. It's actually a fairly modern coach, even being from the 90s. It does have, I believe, 2 slide outs. This is with one of the slide outs in. I can go ahead and move it out. I don't know how long it is, so this is going to take a couple tries. I think it's probably a 2'6" slide there. That's the only slide. Okay. Go back inside here. So in the coach, you've got this slide out here, pops open, and yes, everything is still. You can still get around the coach even if you can't move the slide out, but it definitely helps to have it. Got these fluorescent light boxes up in the top, and then you do have a bunk up here with a ladder, so you can get up in there. Down here is the cab of the truck, and then over here you've got a nice little dinette. This drops down, and then you move these 2 cushions in and these down, and you have a bed that'll sleep a person. The sleeper sofa will sleep a person, and you got a little bit of storage space here. You can put a TV on that. In the kitchen here, we've got cabinets, got a stove, sink, control panel for all your tanks, levels, got a hood vent, which is pretty nice, and luxury in a coach, you've got an in-sink disposal. This kind of shows some of the windows I've had on a couple other RVs that I've made videos of. This is how they fold open. They just kind of swing out like I said, this is actually a really cool design because you can kind of have the windows cracked when it's raining, and you're not going to get a whole lot of water ingress into the coach. You got the fridge there, another little cabinet space there, and we'll continue this direction. This has a split bathroom design. Mostly I had to do that due to the layout of the wheel tubs for the rear axles. Being a tandem axle, it's got a lot. You got to have a lot more taking up space inside the coach cabin. So it does create a little bit of a hassle for the floor plan, but still kind of works out. So inside the door, you've got a little step up into here. This is the wheel tub, and then you've got a nice fiberglass shower in here. So technically the wheels are right under here, drain would be over here into the black water tank, and then over here the steps outside of the room, and you step in, you've got a sink and a toilet. Not the best design, but I had to kind of work with what I had, and having the wheel tubs come that far into the coach for the rear axles was kind of a challenge. Got a nice big queen bed back here, full-size queen, tons of storage up on the roof, and some nice big windows looking out. Get plenty of fresh air, sliding window in the rear, and these nice little vent windows. So it's a really airy coach. It's actually quite modern. You got a nice little spot here. You could put a TV, a small TV, or you could use it as storage. And yeah, and then you get your door there. So this coach is, I believe, like a 30-footer. Might be like 36 foot. And it does have the one slide out, which does really, it just really increases how much space you have inside the coach, which is nice. Because otherwise, and even when it's in, it's not terrible, but when it's in, it takes up a lot of space. Granted, you wouldn't have this wall here per se without the slide out, but that couch, it creates a really narrow walkway, and with that thing open, it just creates a very large living room area here, which is quite nice and spacious. So I think that's about it on this model. I believe it does have an awning. Let's see if I've got that under my layers. I do. So there's the awning. In the model, you would have to rotate this out, but I did build an awning into it. And of course, in the 90s fashion, I have the variated coloring that they loved to do on those things. But this would flip down, and your awning's there to create a nice little covered patio area. Yeah, I don't remember a whole lot else on the model, just because, like I said, I built it back in like 2014. So it's one of my best Class Cs I've built, in my opinion, and I hope you guys like it too. Thanks for watching.